Welcome, Leo, to your weekly timeless ghetto reading by Sapphire Queen 999. Okay, so if you're new to the channel, then welcome aboard. If you're returning, then it's always a pleasure to have you back. I just want to remind everyone that these are general messages. These messages are intended for entertainment purposes only, so that they may or may not resonate with you at this time. Also, keep in mind that these messages are timeless, so that these messages could have already occurred, could be occurring in the moment, or have yet to come. All right, so normally what I like to do is pull energies from your recent past, present, and near future. And I like to start off the timeline for each energy with an oracle card. And then at the end, I like to wrap it up by giving you an overall energy. But today, I'm not just going to do yours, Leo, but I'm also going to do your partner's energy, or at least the person that you're thinking of. And the spread is going to look similar to this, and your reading will be to the left side, Leo, and their reading will be to the right. So let's get right to it. So for your oracle cards, you have love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. Then the next one is palm tree, and it says stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, and flexibility. Then for your last card, you have the sword and rose, and it says clarity, truth, revelation, suddenly, solitary, force, honor, protection, power. Okay, so what I'm getting out of these three cards for you, Leo, is that you're gonna get a message from someone, of course, expressing their love, just like the first oracle says. And that, this is a connection that makes you feel, secure and safe. It's a connection in which you feel you guys could grow into, something like like the sun card. Something that's going to bring total happiness and fulfillment. But in order for this to even occur, the relationship has to be based on clarity, on truth. In order for us to be able to get along well, I have to be able to trust you, basically. If not, then I'm going to be defensive at all times. Okay, so let's move on to your first three cards in the recent past. So for your first three cards in the recent past, we have the Page of Wands, clarified by the Five of Wands. And what I'm getting out of that is that this connection was something that you were really excited about entering. It was like, it was something that was kind of scary with this Five of Wands. I want to say it was a little scary because, you felt that maybe you wasn't good enough for a person like this person you're connecting with. But just the fact that they expressed some type of interest in you, you're really excited about exploring what this offer is. And then for your next card, you have the Hangman in reverse. And that's also clarified by the Hangman in reverse. And what I'm getting out of this is that, maybe both of you guys are feeling somewhat conflicted because, whatever it is that you feel is real. It's real enough to, to bring you guys together in union. But I'm thinking that through experiences that you guys have been through in both of y'all passes, you guys both felt a little stuck about taking the actual leap forward. So then your last card in the recent past is the Three of Pentacles, and that's also clarified by the Three of Pentacles. I don't know what Spirit is trying to tell you, Leo, but I find this funny when you get the same card on top of the same card. All right, so the Three of Pentacles usually means a union, a partnership. It, like in this one right here where the three women are at, it looks like some type of partnership when it comes to like work. But it could also mean a union between, amongst love. And, sometimes this partnership, this union is so strong that it results in marriage. And I'll go to show you here that, you see in the other Three of Pentacles that we have here, you have a guy on top of this traffic light project or whatever, and he's like really into this girl with the red skirt. So you see what I'm saying? It could be love, it could be work. So let's see what it means for you, Leo. So for your next 3 cards, you have your cards in the present, Leo. And for your first card, we have the Chariot in reverse, and that is clarified by the King of Pentacles. And what I'm picking up out of this energy, Leo, is that, you know, you decided to take, to slow down. You were probably speeding into this connection, so you decided to slow down and, assess whether this person, either makes you feel like a King of Pentacles, or if this person is King of Pentacles status, even worth the time investing into the partnership. And your next card is the Five of Swords in reverse, and that's clarified by the Eight of Wands. And what I'm getting out of that is that, you did not feel conflicted about this connection. You felt good about this connection. This connection did not make you feel like fleeing. It did not make you stressed. It did not, did not give you doubt. It made you feel safe and secure, just like your Oracle card said earlier. And with this Eight of Wands, this message was quickly communicated. And, the message that you probably, or at least probably the energy you let off to your person, Leo, was the energy that, you wanted to explore the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles with them. Meaning total happiness, total fulfillment, a lot of joy, a lot of family, a lot of abundance, a lot of security, just where everybody seeks to reach in life. Okay, so let's move on to the next 3 cards, which will be your near future cards. So in the near future, Leo, and by the way, if any of this stuff is resonating with you, don't forget to go press like. Don't forget to subscribe if you like the way I read, and to hit the alarm, the little, bell button, so that you can be notified of all messages as they are posted. Okay, so for your 3 cards in the near future, Leo, we have the Page of Cups, and that's followed with the Three of Wands. And what I'm picking up out of this energy is that, this love offer, you were feeling really good about it, with the Page of Cups. He's like a dreamer. So, this is like a dreamy connection, something that you've been wanting, I guess, for a long time, Leo. And with the Three of Wands, it's something that you no longer have to wait for because it's here. It's finally come to you. And your next card is the Queen of Swords, and that's clarified with the Tower. And what I'm getting out of this energy is that, someone that's a queen is Queen of Swords, she possesses the powers of all the other queens. She's not an empress or high priestess status yet, but she possesses all the energies of the other queens, which tells me that, she's full of passion. She's super intelligent. She's lovable and nurturing, but the main thing about her is that she likes clarity. And I'm thinking that in this relationship, you're getting a lot of clarity. You're really feeling good. You're feeling secure. You're feeling safe about entering and taking that leap forward with this person. And with this Tower card, what I'm getting is that, you were kind of doubting it in the beginning with the Hangman card, and you were probably getting ready to, let go and move on. But, you thank God that a realization came to you, like, hey, take the time and assess this person. Don't just run from it. Usually when you run from the good things and you tend to run to the bad. So, you listen to your intuition, which told you to stick around, and, now you're happy about it because you feel that you're in a connection that's based on true love. And for your last card in the near future, we have the Nine of Swords in reverse, followed by the Chariot upright. And what I'm getting out of this energy is that, just like with that Five of Swords in reverse, you're not staying up at night no more worrying. You're no longer stressed. You're no longer in your head. You've been able to release whatever was haunting and fearing you, And with the Chariot card, you're decided to move forward. To move forward into the connection. Take the risk, take the chance to see where it will lead to. And, so far, it seems like it's leading to really good things for you, Leo. Okay, so let's move on to your person's energy. And let's get to their 3 oracle cards. So for your person's 3 oracle cards, we have the Hand of Cards, which states take a chance, risk, being strategic. options, not showing hand, gambling. Then the next card is the snake, which states competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulders, the other woman. And for the last oracle card, we have coffee cup, meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, and friendship. So what I'm getting out of these three cards for your person, Leo, is that when they first met you, they felt that, a connection with you would be risky. I think they kind of fear that you will, hurt them. But they still took a chance because whatever feeling they felt, whatever chemistry, it was strong enough for them to be willing to take the risk of putting their heart out there again. And with the snake card, they felt like this connection was like a competition. They had to compete for your love. They always felt like they had to be looking over the other shoulder and that they had to be careful because you had a lot of, offers that were being made to you. I think that's what they mean by that other woman. So male or female, could be another man, but you had a lot of offers being made to you. And with coffee cup, what I'm getting is that, you guys were able to sit down and unwind and, fool around and just talk the ways besties do over a cup of coffee. So let's move on to your person's recent past card. For the recent past, the first card we have is Queen of Cups, and that's clarified by the Seven of Cups. And you see, they were someone who was very loving. They wanted to give you love, show you love, nurture you, be caring, And even though they wanted to offer you this, they felt that you were too consumed, Leo, with your options. Or maybe they were being made a lot of different offers. And they felt that they had options. Like if things didn't work out with you, well then fuck it. I got options. And then for your person's next card, we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. And the Six of Pentacles is usually, a union of equal give and take. And I'm thinking that your person didn't meet you where they needed to meet you at, Leo. They whatever energy you put into this connection, they didn't even meet you 20% of that. And they didn't even want to fight for the connection with this Five of Wands in reverse. What was the point of being defensive or, wanting to protect the relationship if they really felt that this was something they didn't want to be a part of? Yeah, that's what I'm getting. This person, they weren't convinced with this connection, Leo. And I'm thinking that they played a lot of games with you. Yeah, because look, their next card is what? The Page of Swords. And that's clarified by the King of Swords. So even though the Page of Swords is known to be an immature, conniving, lying, non-communicative person, and the King is supposed to be mature and logical, trusting, what this energy means to me is that this person you were dealing with, Leo, was someone who presented themselves as someone who was mature, about family, about honesty, about being real. But, behind closed doors, they were really sneaky. They were deceitful. They were players. Okay, so let's move on to your person's next three cards for the present. Leo, keep in mind that if any of this stuff is resonating, press like. If you like the way I read, don't forget to subscribe. Hit the alarm button so that you can get notices of whenever I upload a new reading. And, if you're not getting anything out of this, then, leave it behind. But don't forget to press share so that another Leo could get to this message. Okay, so let's continue. So for your person's three card in the present, we have the Ten of Pentacles, and that's being clarified by the Chariot. And what I'm getting out of this, being that the Ten of Pentacles is upside down, in reverse, I'm getting that, this person was not willing to offer you the stability and the security and, the family sense of union that you wanted. And, they were, while you were stuck on trying to achieve that, they were moving on. They were moving on with that Chariot card. And then the next card is the Knight of Pentacles, which is usually the slowest knight in the deck, but most reliable. He'll make sure that whatever he promised, he's going to come through with it. But in reverse, I'm getting that his promises were empty. And by having the Page of Swords in reverse as, as the clarifier, it just makes me feel that, they weren't even hiding the fact that this relationship really meant nothing to them. They were just like, whatever it is, If you're going to put up with it, and if you feel that you're going to be able to love enough, both of them, Leo, then they're going to go along with that. Because at the end of the day, all they want is convenience, And then their third card in the present is the Four of Cups, clarified by the Two of Cups, which just tells me that, even though you made them this love offer, they never really felt whatever magic you felt, Leo. And that's where that Two of Cups comes out in reverse. They didn't feel that soulmate connection. So for your person's last three cards for the near future, we have the Knight of Swords upright, clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. And what I'm getting out of this energy was that, this person knew what they wanted. What they wanted was not to work on this relationship, to work on this connection. They pretended enough to keep you hanging, but not enough for you guys to blossom into something, Leo. And with the Ace of Wands in reverse, it just means that, all the passion and all the love and all the excitement that was, part of the beginning of this connection was no longer there. It died out. It faded out. And that's clarified by the Ten of Swords, which tells me that, this was something that they had to, start anew with, let go and start anew. So they decided to let go of what they felt was no longer interesting in order for them to move forward. And with their last cards is the Eight of Wands, and that's clarified by the High Priestess in reverse. And what I'm getting out of that is that certain communications that your person wanted to tell you about, Leo, they didn't know how to communicate that to you. So instead, they chose to keep you in the dark with that High Priestess in reverse. Because the High Priestess is usually someone who's very intuitive and who could see things coming even before you even thought of it. So in reverse, this person will not be able to see, So I'm thinking that your person had you in the dark. And, even though they wanted to tell you about, hey, what I really wanted was just to hit the skins and go, they never communicated that. And instead, they just led you on. Okay, so let's move on to the overall energy with the bottom of the deck cards. So for your overall energy, Leo, your oracle card is the X card, which reads breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, and abandonment. And I'm getting that this is what your person did. They ghosted you eventually. They never came forward with telling you, hey, things are not working out. It's not you, it's me. Instead, they ghosted you. And with this Five of Pentacles, they had you feeling, they had you out in the cold. They had you feeling out in the cold. You felt, you felt really hurt and betrayed. You felt belittled. You felt abandoned. And, this is what they did, not just to you, but to the connection. This Two of Cups that you thought was your soulmate wasn't. Okay, so let's move on to their overall energy. And what we have for them is the Oracle card Cassette, which states outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. So what I'm thinking is that this person, would probably had their heart out on somebody else. They had their heart set on somebody else. Somebody from their past who they, were trying to manifest back into their lives. So with that energy, what I'm getting is that, that's probably one of the reasons why they broke up, because they were too stuck in the past. They couldn't live in the today, But deep down, they were happy with the outcome of this relationship because, they were able to get some. They were able to probably have a place to rest their head, where to eat, where to, toilet for them to poo at. But, at the end of the day, they didn't have to give anything besides the illusion that they wanted something true with you. And with this Knight of Pentacles, I'm thinking that, they were waiting for this ex-person of theirs to come back. And I'm thinking that, that's the reason why they finally did ghost you and did let go of the relationship, which caused you pain in the moment, but was going to cause you a greater amount of pain if they would have held on. Because this Knight of Pentacles finally came through. So meaning that this person they were manifesting finally came through and told them, hey, you know what? You're right. I want to make this work. Okay, so this is what I have for you guys this week, Leo. I hope it resonated with you guys. If it did, don't forget to press like. If it didn't, then you take what you got out of it and you leave what you don't. But don't forget to press share on your way out so that another Leo could get their hands on this message. Also, if you have any comments on my style of reading, any ideas that you would like for me to incorporate, don't forget to leave me a message in my inbox or in the comments section. Okay? So, oh yeah, and don't forget to subscribe too, and to, to ring the alarm so you can stay up to date with my future readings. Okay, everyone, it's always a pleasure. I'll see you next week. Bye.